Alright guys, hello. This is the camera, babe. Make sure you look at the camera. Okay? Introduce yourself.
My name is Elise Cookie James Brandis.
I am Tinky, everybody.
Her name is Valerie Tinky James Brandis.
Oh god. Alright guys, so today we are pretty much summing our journey up into one small little video. We'll try to make it quick.
Yeah.
We'll try to make it quick, but we had a lot of questions about how did you guys do it? What did you guys do? Who donor did you use? What did you do? Did you guys have sex? Did you guys do it yourself? You know, so this video will answer all of your questions. All right, so before anything,
You want to use this now?
it's just an option. Prenatal is pretty much important. Getting your body right before you want to get pregnant is kind of number one. It's very important to be healthy. I wasn't like 100% healthy, like strictly this, strictly that. It wasn't like that for me. I did still eat out. I did, you know, certain things. What was I gonna say? Oh, prenatal. So this is an option. This is the pink
Stork.
These ones, you can find these at like your local drugstore. I personally got these ones from Walmart.
Did you get the other ones that you were getting?
What other ones?
The one.
Oh no, they're in the bathroom. I didn't go in there. But you can use these ones. Pink Stork actually has a list of long things that you can use for getting pregnant and trying to build your body to get pregnant if you're not really fertile like that. They do have different, you know, vitamins and stuff that you can use. So if you guys are into that, you guys can most definitely go there. They say that it reduces vomiting, but honestly it did not work for me at all.
It can depend on the person. So
it just, you know, that was just me personally. I say still try it. The pills is probably like let's just round it out to 20 bucks because honestly I do not remember, but I know I wouldn't pay more than 20 bucks for a vitamin. So these are probably about, you know, just to round it out, about 20 bucks. Now, okay, we'll just skip that and I'll go to the end with that. But anywho, what did we use? We used a syringe, we used our donor sperm, and we used a cup. Now the cup that we used, it was pretty much an emergency cup. We got it from the dollar store. So you know how when you go out to eat and they give you like those containers to put like ketchup and ranch in, like a condiment cup.
Yeah.
So we pretty much bought a pack of those from the dollar store because we had just got off a flight. It was a long day. We left. We had went to Georgia, but we ended up leaving all of our whole insemination kit at home.
Right.
We had already, you know, bought everything that we needed, but we left it. So long story short, we had to get off the plane. We had to hurry up and go to the dollar store before they closed. This was what, 8 o'clock at night? So it was like the last minute type of thing.
8:30 or something like that.
Right.
All we did was get a syringe in the cup.
Right. And the syringe I think we got from the 99 store as well.
We got them both at the Dollar Tree.
Oh, it was a Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
To be specific, because 99 store specific. Yeah, so this is the syringe. We did use this syringe, which is this size.
On this try we did. We used a different syringe on the first try.
Right. I was gonna get to that.
Head.
This one goes all the way up to 10 milliliters, but
you ain't gonna get that much.
You're not. You're definitely gonna get probably like a half a teaspoon. Like you're not gonna really get a lot unless you're lucky.
Like 5 milliliters.
Right. Maybe. I kind of doubt it. 5 is like right here. If your donor has that much sperm, whoa. But you should get about 2, 3 at the most. 3 at the most.
It's really just gonna depend on your
donor. It really depends on your donor. Now, you know, he does his own business. We don't worry about that.
It only takes one.
Right. How did we find our donor? We found our donor via internet. we did not want to know our donor. We didn't want to have no connections with our donor. Our donor didn't want no connections with us, and we were definitely okay with that because we only wanted to split our rights with each other. We are married, so our child would have our last name, so there wouldn't be any, you know, fighting or custody battles or anything like that. Just because, not saying that anything will ever happen with our relationship, but you just want to be safe, and I wanted to make sure that she does get 50%. Just because I'm carrying, it doesn't mean that it's 100% my child. It is 50% hers as well. So I wanted to make sure that she did get all her parenting rights as well. So he has absolutely no connections at all.
Which is what he wanted, though.
Right, and he was pretty much up for that, you know. He was just helpful, very helpful. He was out to just look, you know, help for lesbians and stuff like that.
He's gonna help us in the future as well.
Yes. For our future children, we will use the same donor. We will not use different donors due to the fact that we do want all of our kids to have the same DNA with both of our eggs, of course. But soft cup. People ask me about soft cups, and these came in this little pack. I got these from Walgreens. It's so bright in here, but I hope you guys can see. We did try this. Now, this success that we had with this one was our 4th one.
You saying the baby that's in your stomach?
Yes.
4th try, yeah.
This is our 4th try with a positive.
4th try.
With a positive on a stick. Now I'll get into the details of why I say it like that. Now the other times that we did do it, it was kind of like a rush thing. We were ready. We did kind of think that we did everything that we were supposed to do, but
first time we did,
little things that we mishapped on. Now our very first try, I want to say we were pregnant, and I kind of think that I messed that up personally, and I'm gonna tell you how. I was still going out and I was still drinking, and I'm gonna tell you because it was my mother-in-law's birthday, and we didn't want to tell her.
My mom.
No, I'm not blaming her. I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not. I'm just
told
saying.
you just to get Coca-Cola and call it a day.
She was not. She ordered our drinks. She literally did a row of shots.
Blame my mother.
It was her birthday, and we didn't want to ruin it. We didn't want to be like,
it was my birthday.
Was it?
Yes. Because it was my birthday present.
Oh, right. We pretty much every time we tried, it was like around her birthday. We were trying to do like a happy birthday thing. But anyway, her mom, you know, we all went out, bought rows of shots and stuff like that, and we didn't want to spoil the moment. We didn't want to just be like, oh, we're trying to get pregnant, and then work her up and be like, oh my god, you guys don't have a baby, and then we got a negative, and it just didn't work out.
Mind you, this is like 3 days after we inseminated.
Yes. So you can ruin your chances of having a baby within 10 weeks. You really can. So take everything that I say, just take it.
The only reason why she thinks that it was a success is because she had the same exact symptoms that she had on this last try.
Right. So okay, with that, we did use a cup, we did use a syringe.
And that was it.
Period. That was it. We did not do anything that we did this last time, the first time, but it was perfect. You know, it was timed perfectly. My legs was up as long as it was supposed to. I was relaxed. I ate well that day. Everything was great. But I felt the tingling. I felt everything that I felt with my positive now, I felt the very first time. Right. And I kept saying like, dang, this really feels like the first time. And you know, it was like a tingling, kind of stinging sensation going on like in my uterus. And it may sound weird, like you didn't know that you were freaking pregnant a day after, but I know my body so freaking well. Like, I know my body. I pay attention to anything that happens to my body. Anything that happens, I pretty much know. So I knew something different was going on down there, and I'm just like, so I don't know, you know. So randomly I would get lightheaded, you know, just little things. So we did, you know, I wrote everything down, you know, did all that good stuff. Boom.
Second time.
Party. You know, after a while we took the test, it was a negative. So but my period came like really late.
We thought you were pregnant.
Yeah.
I think we just sabotaged it.
Yeah, we pretty much
out,
I kind of just ruined it. You know, the alcohol pretty much killed it. It was killed.
Right.
So my second time you want to tell that story?
We just rushed it. She was ovulating. Somebody was down for the day. And shit, I'll be honest, we did it in the car. Spur of the moment.
Yeah.
We met at Starbucks. Boom. Horrible, but it didn't work because it was not planned out properly. But like I said, it was like her day.
God was like, girl, you're not having this day.
It was like ovulating. Let's just go do it. Let's just go do it. We had talked to the guy for a while, but
yes, he was a really cool guy too. And no, the donors that we used before are not our previous donor that we use right now.
No, we
used 4 donors. Yeah. It took us 4 donors.
Yeah,
all of them were the same. You know, no connections. We got them from the same place. But they were all helpful. You know, they all had success before. You know, everybody was tested. It was great, but it was so last minute. And I think I have a picture. I think I'm gonna show it up here. I think I have it of us in the car, and I'm laying down with my legs up. So Cookie goes in Starbucks. She goes meets the guy because we have him sign a contract, you know, all that type of stuff too, right?
Well, he had us sign a contract.
Right. And so I went in so I can sign it as well, and I heard him go back to the car because I had jeans on, I think. So we had like this jacket. It was like it was right after work. Crazy. It was just rush because it was last minute, you know, and
we were just trying to be
we were really just trying to get that, and we're just like, you know what, and so in so much time we wanted a baby, you know. So now
it didn't work.
It did not work at all. I didn't feel the tingling. I didn't feel the whole lightheadedness thing. It was kind of just like,
and we just know,
you know,
it wasn't gonna happen.
It wasn't time right, you know. It was air coming from this way. The doors was open, you know. It was just not right.
Staring at us and shit.
They didn't see us, but
whatever.
You know, it was people.
So what? Third time was in Vegas.
Yes. So our third time, we went and visit my one of my very, very close friends, my godmom, and we tried again there. Now our donor, we had again, you know, this is not back to back either. This is like months and months and months. You know, it took us a whole year.
A year almost to the
because our first try was her birthday, and then our next time was her birthday again. Yeah. So yes, our third time was in Vegas, and that's when we used the soft cup.
We had heard a lot about it. People have had successes with.
Yes, they have.
Don't get me wrong.
I know a couple of people. One of my friends actually, she has a beautiful son, and she got a success off of a soft cup. This is what the soft cup looks like. Looks like this little thingy right here. You clench it like that. Now, soft cups. This is for periods. People use this for their periods.
Instead of tampons. It does work. I've used.
She tried it just to see, like, you know, how it would work or whatever, and it worked pretty good for her.
You can keep it in for a lot longer than a tampon. You actually don't feel it when you have a tampon. You can go to you can pee. You can do whatever you need to do, and it can stay in there for literally all day. They do have, as gross as it sounds, they do have reusable ones.
Yes,
so like when you're at home and stuff, you take it out, you rinse it off, wash it, and then you can use it again. Obviously, you wouldn't do that in public, but that's why you can keep it in for like 12 hours.
Right.
These ones
this is a 12-hour protection.
Yeah. These ones are disposable. You pinch it at the tip, and you literally insert it exactly like you would a tampon, and that's it. It stays in there. Now,
right.
The only reason why it didn't work for her. And it wasn't that it didn't work.
It wasn't that it didn't work.
Okay, so here's the thing. We were like 2 hours later?
I'll say about 2 hours later, yeah.
She almost passed out, y'all.
I was literally like so lightheaded. My body was just so weak. I was literally passing out, like no lie. Now, I'm not sure it's because No,
it was because when you inserted it, it was hitting your uterus. It was like, I looked it up to see, like, damn, like, you know, what's the issue? Why all of a sudden, like, why for her it didn't work? And
I know how to insert a tampon, so I did it the same exact way. I pinched it and slid it through.
I think it was too far back and it was sitting on her uterus, which can cause discomfort
and irritation.
Which is why she was kind of like feeling my head and stuff. So we yanked it out.
Yeah,
a lot of women that like to use it is because instead of having to stick their feet up and sit there for 30 minutes. They can just leave it
around
in,
stuff like that, which is what I did. I did insert it, and then we left because we were at our hotel and
check out, do all that.
We checked out and all that good stuff, and I still had it in, you know. But by that second hour, it was really like I had already felt it prior, like an hour before, but I didn't know what it was. I'm still mentally thinking like, oh shit,
we have been camping and shit all night too, like we didn't sleep. So
yeah, I was just tired, or maybe I just didn't eat enough, or I didn't know. I was just like trying to ignore it, but not really.
Yeah.
And I just got really lightheaded, but she kept saying, you know what, take it out. You know, it's not that serious. Cause I was really like sweating, like
yeah, cause I mean,
I could not. It was just horrible. It was just really irritating my uterus so bad to where it was affecting me in a worse way. Like it was not a good experience.
I was like, it's not that serious because shit, we know what's wrong.
Right. So as soon as I took it out, it was like the biggest relief ever for me.
So only thing I would say is if you do use it, if you do want to use it, because it does work. It does.
Because she tried it. She tried
work.
it. It did not affect her like that.
No, it never affected me like that. But and women have gotten pregnant using it.
Yeah, and it didn't affect Sinead like that either.
Right.
So,
but if you do use it, it's more so just be careful when you're inserting it. If you feel discomfort, that just means you probably pushed it back too far or something like that. Yeah. And don't be scared when you like try to take it out. If it like feels like it's stuck, it kind of suctions into your vagina, and that's why it feels like. Because the first time I used it, I thought it was stuck. I was like, oh man, babe, I can't get it out. I don't know what to do. But yeah, so there's an option.
Yeah, so I prefer syringe.
I was gonna say we just use the old-fashioned syringe in a cup. Some people use what's that thing called? It's made by Snort, but it's like a...
It's a Snort. It's basically kind of shaped like a pregnancy test.
And you stick it in...
And it kind of has like a snake mouth on the end like that. Right. Like that. So you insert it and you pop it right? Yeah.
The sperm goes inside.
The sperm goes inside the tool. So let's just say this little hole right here that's in here, but I can't see it. But let's just say your donor injects inside of that, and then your sperm kind of sits here. And there's a button on the side, you know, you stick it in,
injects it,
and you pop it and go, and it kind of shoots the sperm in. Now, I do know one person that got a success off of that, which was a while ago. And then I hear a lot of people say, you know, no. So, you know, everybody's just really different. Honestly, it's just really different. I'm going to just say all my time, because this is not my first pregnancy. I have been pregnant before. And I did have a miscarriage, but I did it the same exact way that we did it this time. I used a syringe and a cup, and I kind of just did it myself.
And if you think about it, if you're going to pay thousands of dollars to a doctor, yeah, they're not using a tiny syringe like this, but it is going to be something like this, and it just has an extended
It kind of looks like,
but you know, if you're paying thousands of dollars to a doctor and they're using a syringe,
I would guarantee you.
Then you know, don't, you know.
Not saying don't go to a doctor or do go to a doctor, but I know a lot of people,
if you don't have thousands of dollars to spend, because at the end of the day,
or don't want to,
just like it took us 4 tries, shit, we know people that have done like years. They've tried like 10, 20 years. Spent over $15,000 just trying with doctors, because I'll just give you my output on the syringe that I use. I feel like it's too small. I feel like it takes away the suction from it. I think it's way too cold in the doctor's offices. I think it's a lot of different things that can prevent your sperm from actually even making it to your eggs. Honestly, I just feel like you should have at least enough room for the sperm to be able to go through. Now we did lose the cups. I was going to show you guys how to pull the sperm through, because that's really it has to be
really important.
Extremely slow.
Yeah, it's really important on how you do it,
because you can
honestly, I don't have anything.
You can break the sperm. I mean, you just really, like I said, you just really have to do it slowly,
very slow,
because
I'll just show you guys on
break
here
the sperm
if you can see.
Yeah, I think they can.
So I'll just show you here. So just slowly pull it, slowly pull it, slowly pull it, slow. Don't pull it like that, because you will put a lot of air in there, and the air really does kill the sperm. You will kill sperm. Bubbles will kill sperm. You want to go really slow. So just take your time. There's no rush. If your donor had just put it in a cup and put your lid on there, you should be 100% fine. Just go really,
you got about 5-minute window.
Really slow.
You got about a 5-minute window from the time they're done doing what they need to do to when you need to insert. But
when you do it, as I was talking about the doctor being cold and stuff like that. Now, with my first time, I didn't know, but because I am always cold, I did have my heater on my very, very first time. And I didn't think about that the other times that we did try it. I just really didn't think about it. But our donor this time pretty much was like, you know, let's shut windows, let's shut doors. It was common sense, you know. You want your closets to be closed. You want all doors and windows to be closed. And turn your heater on so that it's body temperature, if that makes sense.
You got to think about it. If you were actually having sex, it's warm.
He don't, you know, he wouldn't pull out and let it get cold, right? It'll pretty much be still body temperature.
Well, yeah, the inside of your body is warm.
Right. So, I would pretty much just mentally keep that in mind. So we turned the heater on, and when he did his business, he kind of did it under the blanket so that air didn't hit, whatever air that was in there didn't hit him. Once he was done, he put the top on and put it back under the blanket. That was it. It was quick. Whatever we have to talk about, whatever we have to say, we talked about it before. Do not talk about it afterwards because your time is ticking. As soon as he's done, your time is already ticking because he had already had time to put the cup on, put it in the blanket. So you kind of want to just stay on time. So like she said, you have like a 5-minute window.
It's like the best. 5 minutes is like the best, like maximum.
It's kind of the best time for you to be, you know, to time it out. Now I inserted it myself because nobody puts your tampon in, right? So you know how to insert it yourself. So I advise whoever is getting pregnant to put it in yourself. Now your partner is still involved, but
I did it the first time, but
it was kind of like,
I didn't want, because it was a plastic thing, and it wasn't more, you know, I didn't want.
It's not moist. It don't have a condom on it or anything like that. It's kind of uncomfortable.
You know, yourself for her, you're able to feel when you're, you know, inserting and stuff. So that for this time we were just like, you know what, you just do it, and then boom.
So while I was doing it, we did do a different method as well. Hopefully your kids are not watching this video, but we did use a what would we want to call it on camera without it being?
We used the penis. Like, you're trying to be weird about it.
No, I'm not trying to be weird. I'm just trying to get like beep, you know.
Penis is not a bad word.
Oh, well, I mean, can you say it on TV?
You can say dildo instead.
Exactly. It's a nasty word for
you
me.
Get the point now.
Anywho, we don't really use that ever, so it was kind of
like,
oh my gosh. It's kind of,
we're gonna cut that part out. Start over.
We don't. I gotta cut that out. It's real. So it was kind of like it was gonna be like a new thing for me, you know. So I was scared, I ain't gonna lie. So as I'm putting it in, she was getting herself together. And so I injected it. So the way I pulled it out, it's all these words, it sounds so nasty. But okay, as you know, just like I showed you.
She doesn't do nothing with that stuff.
As I showed you about pulling the sperm into the syringe, you want to inject it in yourself the same exact way that you pulled the sperm in.
Nice and
very slow. Do not speed it in there. Do not shoot it. Do not do that. Now, just don't, because
again, you don't want to break the sperm.
You don't want to break it.
It can happen, and then
you're already using a syringe. You want to make sure the bubbles is all out and stuff like that. Just kind of just do it slow. You know, it's all the time. You have it. You have it. Just be relaxed. Be very positive. Have faith. If God wanted it to happen, it will happen. And I just really believe that at this point, because like I said, we tried 4 times. It took us a whole entire year. I know people that have been trying for 10 years.
I was gonna say, during this process, some people will do it. Some people do it and they get it on the first try, and that's amazing.
Yeah,
but
because that happened to me. That happened to me. My very first pregnancy. 4 times.
It might take you 3-4 years, but if you really, really, truly want to have a baby, you have to not get discouraged and be patient, because she was on the verge of like, if this doesn't work, then it's just your turn. But
well, yeah, because I mean, I was told medically that I had until I was 25. I was 25, so
much for 10 minutes,
right? I wasn't like with it, but I was kind of.
She was more
like,
concerned because she was told that she was high risk.
Yeah.
That, okay, by this time, it must be me, and it must not be the process.
Right. So
but just be patient.
Be very positive, because
time it right. Get an app. Time your ovulation, and do it on the day that it tells you to do it. Don't do it after. Day. Do it at your highest percentage, and just pray and hope for the best. And if it doesn't happen, you
do not give up.
You
like
keep tracking it, and you keep trying.
Yes, you can track your ovulation, but honestly, my very first time I did not. I really just did it.
You don't have to, because
you don't really have
if you think about it, people just have sex all the time and get pregnant. But
it's best because we are lesbians. Mentally, you just want to go by the book, how you do it. But like I said, everybody's body is different. Right. I was told that I had till I was 25, and I got into success at 25. So just have faith. Well, right, I got success at 26. Sorry. Forget sometime, But yeah. But
so just be patient, keep an open mind, and it will happen.
Yes, it will.
As discouraging as it might seem, it will happen at the right time.
All the tears, all the crying, all the stressing, and all that. It takes time, and sometimes mentally you think you're ready, and you won't be. Because at that time, honestly,
if you're stressed and you're worried about other things, and you're trying to get pregnant, that does play a part in it as well. Like, you don't want to be stressed out. So make sure you and your partner are in a happy, healthy, space, and that you guys are like both excited, ready to go. You're not worried about this and that and the other.
Not, oh, my partner's so ready to have a kid, so we have to do this. Like, don't do it like that, guys, because I know a lot of people that are really just wanting to do it, and it looks good because someone else is happy, and I didn't even want to do this, but I'm just going to.
Do it.
Do not bring kids in the world if you're not ready mentally.
Just don't. It's not worth it.
Because it's not fair.
Not fair to the child.
It's really not fair. So if you're mentally not prepared to take care of a child by yourself, regardless if you're married or not, just wait. Because it's really not that serious to bring a whole human in the world and mentally not be ready. It's not about money, because kids need love and affection,
Sorry. Song popped my head.
You're so annoying. Kids really do need all the love, and please do not rush it. Yeah, please just don't, because I know a lot of people that are just girlfriends, which is fine, because everybody don't want to get married, and you don't have to, but rights, have rights. Partner, person that's carrying, make sure you protect yourself. If you are having a baby with someone, to the person to the right, to the person to the left, get a contract, sign it, so that you guys both have rights. Because I know a lot of people that cannot see their kids today because the other mom is like, oh, you're not seeing my kid, you cannot have my baby around your new girlfriend, and all that bull crap. Like, it's so freaking pointless. It's not cool, because that person put in just as much work as you did to start this family, and however happy that you guys were when you guys did it, it's still not fair later. You guys have 18 whole entire years to think about a child. So if you guys just broke up 2 months ago, just wait, and if you guys have not did a 5-year to 10-year goal span, do that first, and then just do it, because you get it. I just want people to, because I don't want people to look at us, and because they do, and they be like, they're so happy.
That's another conversation.
Right, okay, so okay,
this video went a lot longer than expected, but we have you still have more?
Yeah. Oh god. Because I got the rant. It's because oh god, I just don't want people to do that. But we'll just talk about that in another video. Anywho, we are pregnant.
Video's on there.
It's okay. So now these are the potatoes.
It's like yesterday. Did you say snake and cat?
Snack. I was trying to say snack, but I said
Sorry.
snake and cat. But anyhow, these
are the prenatals that we are using. We got them from an organic market. The reason why we are using these now is because we're having a water birth. It might be at the facility or it might be at home, but they advise that the prenatals that we do take are food-based instead of all our chemicals. So this is 100% food-based. This is just one of the brands that they have out there. There's tons of them. It has just as much folic acid and stuff as the ones that they try to prescribe you at the doctors, but this one is all 100% organic. So
yes, it is.
This is what we're using now.
These are not.
Those are not. That doesn't mean that you can't.
Not saying that you cannot use them.
And there are a lot that you can buy at stores. We were also told that what they try to prescribe you kind of has too much of what you actually need for your body. So if you're going to don't go crazy with what they try to prescribe you, because you can just spend
my
reasonable
prenatals
amount.
My bad. I'm sorry.
You can spend a reasonable amount at any pharmacy or anything like that.
The prenatals that I was given from my doctor before we did meet our midwife and stuff like that
were kind of strong, right?
They were really strong, and in the beginning it was kind of like making me nauseated. It was kind of heavy, and I did stop taking them for like a week or so, and I changed it to one a day.
She was sick her whole entire first trimester, and that does not
it doesn't mean that you will be.
She was more sick than the normal, or I wouldn't say normal, but the average.
We thought we were having twins.
The average.
I was really freaking
The average pregnant woman gets sick for about 3 to 4 weeks, and then it wears off. She was literally sick for 14 weeks straight. We had to take her to the hospital multiple times. They tried to prescribe her, a high doses of a nauseating pill. She was shaking. She had nothing. She couldn't hold down water, liquids, food. Nothing. Not saying that that's what's gonna happen to you again. Every pregnancy itself is different. You have 1, 2, 3, or 4 child. Like every pregnancy will be different, and every pregnancy for each person will be different. So anything that we are telling you is not necessarily
gonna happen to you.
You may not have morning sickness whatsoever.
Right. I know a lot of people that didn't have morning sickness.
Your prenatal can heighten that, which going through it now it probably did. So, just
it's all on your body.
Do your research and you pick and choose whichever one you feel like is best for you. This is the one that we've been using over the last, month and a half since we've been with the midwife.
And I've been good.
And everything's been going fine.
I've got energy. I'm up to
what's that
stuff.
one?
I wake up.
What's that one that they sell at Walmart? That they sell everywhere. Nature's First. Nature's.
Oh yeah, Nature's.
You use that.
I think it is Nature's First or something like that.
That pill is giant.
That pill is really huge.
But it's a good pill too as well. I think
it really is.
But the pill's like literally like this big.
It's like horse pills.
It's
kind of
awful.
Fucking horrible. But that did work for me. The ones from the doctor was kind of just like really strong. He was really strong.
That before we play this long monologue here. It's not really a monologue. It's not gonna be like poop. I meant to say montage.
First of all, this is supposed to be a voiceover. We were supposed to like
cut it, boom,
watch the video. But I think we're just gonna
speed through it.
Just let you guys watch the little videos that we did put together.
You don't want to put it fast. But I mean, this is
we're not gonna put it fast. Well, the pictures.
There's about 20 minutes of photos and little small snippets that we've taken over
during the process.
First, like 18, 19 weeks. That we put up together. I mean, we have a few that we can add right now.
Yeah, like some of them are pictures from our very first time that we tried, and some of them are the third time that we tried. So it's kind of just random pictures and videos that we did do.
Yeah. So
advice in that time, me being freaked out and all nervous and shit, and that's pretty much it. But we did want to give you guys like
just informative of how we did it, because a lot of people have been asking. I mean, if you have any other specific oriented question, please go ahead and leave a comment below and we'll get back to you about it. If you don't want to watch this beautiful 20-minute picture video thing, don't, but hopefully make sure you subscribe. Yes, you guys subscribe, because this is just the beginning. It's just gonna be all fun. But we have a few videos coming up with us, how we found out, what we found out we're having. I don't know if we said it in this video or not, but if we haven't, the next couple videos will show you what we're having, stuff we kind of bought already.
Doctor's appointments, little things.
And just our day-to-day life of being goofy and crazy. So,
Yep.
again, if you don't want to watch the next 20 minutes, no big deal. But please like, subscribe, comment, tell everybody about it. It's going to be a fun time.
Pretty fun. Where are we now? 6 months? And are right in the beginning.
24 weeks and 4 days, I know that.
Yeah, so we're just like hitting that 6 month mark, you know.
Our baby shower's in like, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's March 17th.
We're having 2. But again, that's another
different video.
That's another story. So, welcome to our life. We hope you keep watching and taking this journey with us, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Peace.
Catch you on the flip side, mother. Why are you making me so nervous? Babe! Oh my god! I don't have clothes! Babe! Babe! Oh my god! It's really off in a cry. I don't even cry like that. Breathe. Oh my fucking god, bro. I gotta call my sister.
Oh my god.
Can I call my sister?
Wow. That's freaking crazy.
It's the glare on her phone.
I know.
You know what it is? Is it a boy, a girl?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, she 2 days pregnant. Can you chill?
Man. I
Hola. Who's pregnant? Who the hell? Which one? What? What? Who?
Tinky.
Shut up! Shut the hell, girl! Shut the fuck up! I just freaking posted on something and said y'all need to hurry up.
I know, we was cracking up. We was cracking up.
Now, hey, I know pregnancy tags. I mean, hey. As soon as I saw that shit, what? Lord Jesus! Oh my God!
Can I get burgers on? 2.
Hurry up and find out what it is! Oh my God! You know my red t-shirts are gonna be dope. I can't wait.
Girl, breathe.
Girl, I'm sweating. Dude, you're gonna be fat. You're gonna have 2 kids in there, dude.
Oh my god.
They wished it on me.
That's not cool, Juicy. Hopefully it skips me and go to you. Put it in my lap, babe.
Oh, you're wrong.
Hopefully it just skips me and just go right to you.
Alright, I'm gonna call you right back. I just got work.
Okay, don't tell grandma because I'm telling them on Christmas.
Okay.
Okay.
Open it. Wait, open
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead. Hurry. Did you read it?
Yes. Yes. That's why we're getting tattooed. I'm having a half shot. Are you pregnant? You're pregnant. That's why she can't scream. Did you know at my party? You fucking knew at my party?
I didn't know.
Sincere. I really are you not. I was trying to explain to Mundo. He was like, what does that mean? I'm like, dude, yeah, it took me a fucking
Hi guys, so today, guess what?
Hey, Snapchat.
No.
Oh, 4 or 5 weeks pregnant.
And I'm looking like an ugly ass whale.
And
Why though?
I look like a ghost.
First of all, our appointment is on October 17th.
Woo!
So hopefully,
Oh, there we go. Oh, nope, gone again.
hopefully, we only have one baby and not two. If we do have two, we will be happy. But it's just like, oh my god. Twins? I'm gonna go to the hospital because I'm bleeding. A little bit more than normal. I'm not sure if everything's okay, but so as you guys know, we are going back to the doctor because yesterday was a very bad day for us. We went to the doctor and I was freaking bleeding. But the bleeding has stopped, and it did stop before I even got to the doctor, thank God. I guess it was just really like a big fluke thing that pregnancy women go through. Me being high risk, I have to be very, very cautious of going, and making sure that everything is okay with the little nuggets. So, stay tuned. Where are you going? Where are you going? Here's your bad girl. You don't bite, you mom. You don't bite, you mom. You so pretty. Tatty monkey. She hates when I call her a monkey. How's pregnancy life, babe?
Sucks for my wife. But I'm just the excited wife over here, ready for my nugget to come out. She's just ready to stop feeling like she gotta puke.
I'll be puking after this.
Babe, come my phone.
Guys, pregnancy is very beautiful. But the only beautiful thing about it is the belly. What? Unfortunately, this is me, and this is Mampa. Not rubbing thou back or anything. Why not? She said, why not say?
Of sheep milk to 2 cheesemakers.
You breath stinks, stinker.
Specialty cheese, which they can then gift to the bride. Or teens can take part
You
in the
breath
sporting
stink like
costume
butt.
with a big going by locals. As they race up this steep staircase.
You stink like butt.
Steps past the Church of St. George.
Look at those pretty teeth, Gail.
And we'll give them a gift to the groom.
Oh, little baby.
I can't believe that you turned my family. That's so crappy.
All right, we're doing the cheese.
That breath smell like butt, Gail. With the pretty teeth. You got pretty teeth, but your breath smell like butt.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Kick her ass, kick her ass. No wonder you couldn't sleep. Shit.
He was doing it all night.
He finally went to sleep.
I always said I wanted a surprise baby. Nugget, you need to tell your mommy what you are so that I can know what we're having. Okay? Don't be running with that bullshit now. You need to come the fuck on and let me know what you is. Now, Mama said you's a girl. I said you's a boy. Now, what is it? Well, the baby. Mama said a girl. That's what I think too. She's never said anything either. This is her first time saying something. Look. It all starts with the scratch.